So what you see here is a Accubanker D64 counterfeit bill detector. And the way you use this is first you turn it on. You go right here and you. Right now it's on. I'm gonna turn it off. Just turn it right on. And the way you use this is there's two functions. There's UV and WM. WM is just a light. And so I'm going to use the UV first. So I'm going to put a $20 bill in here, in there. And as you can see, you see a green light that matches up to the 20 right here. So this is a real, so that it passed this test. So the next test you want to pass is the magnetic test. So on this bill, the magnetic ink is right on the jacket, right there. And you put it against this thing and you rub it, and you'll hear a sound when you rub it back and forth. You hear that? As I rub it, you hear the sound. So this is so that's also accurate. That test was passed. So this is, so it passed two tests that it's a authentic $20 bill. And let's turn on the WM. That's just a regular light. As you can see the magnetic strip which aligns to that 20 right there. But before we were able to see that the light was green and it matched with the 20. So this time we could just see the strip clearly. And the next thing is, you could see this watermark with that light of Andrew Jackson's face. And you could look in here. To get a much closer look, it has like a little magnifier. And we know that is a real $20 bill. And the next thing I'm going to test is this $100 bill. So as you can see on the $100 bill, the light, you see a red light that matches with the 100 right there. So that's how you know it's real. So it passed that test. So let's say if it was a different color or something, let's say it was like blue or something, then it wouldn't be real. It would pass, it would fail that test, right? And another thing about $100, about real money and fake money, is if somebody used Xerox paper and try to pass it as a $100 bill, you see how the UV lamp kind of like reflects this paper, opposed to this real bill, how the UVs are being absorbed. So that's how you would know this is a real bill or not. So the paper test. So this is a fake. Let's say someone tried to Xerox a $100 bill. It's obviously reflecting the light. You see it reflecting it, the paper, so that's fake. And I'm going to do the magnetic test again. So for $100 bill, the magnetic ink would be on Benjamin Franklin's jacket. I'm going to rub it against that thing right there and see if it's real or not. I'm rubbing Ben Franklin's jacket. And that is magnetic ink right there. And you could feel the texture as well. And this machine doesn't test the holographic properties of this $100 bill. So when you tilt this hologram at an angle, you see it moving. That's an added security feature that was added into the new $100 bill. And this ink thing right here changes color when you shift it at an angle. The same thing for the 100 right there. That changes color as you shift it. So this machine doesn't detect that because it's a pretty old machine. So as you see, the magnetic strip matches up, and the magnetic strip hasn't been changed. I mean, the position is still the same position. And as you can see, when I put it under regular light, it clearly shows that strip right there, and it matches with that. And also you have the watermark. It's kind of bright. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me put it through here. The watermark. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on again. The watermark you can see clearly with that lamp. And you know this is a real $100 bill. And as I showed you with the hologram test, you just shift it like this, tilt it at an angle. I don't think a lot of counterfeit bills can emulate that holographic feature. And there's other bills that I don't have. I don't have a $5 bill. So you could put a $5 bill here, and it should be here. The magnetic strip should be there. You also have it says new, it says old $5 bill, new $50 bill. The magnetic strip should be here. And the old $10 bill, magnetic strip should be there. The old 50, the magnetic strip is there. The new 10, the magnetic strip is there. So if the magnetic strips line up, and if the UV light matches in color, then that's a pretty accurate indication that the money is probably real. And the paper test, like I said before, if it absorbs, if the UV light is absorbed into the paper, then that's an indication that that money is real paper as well. So sometimes counterfeiters would take a $1 bill and they would simply bleach the $1 bill, and print a $50 bill or a $100 bill on it. So that would kind of like, that would pass the paper test. So if you use like one of those counterfeit pens and you just mark it, it would pass that test. But with this thing, it wouldn't pass it. You would know that the strip isn't in the bill, because $1 bills don't have strips at all. And I'll demonstrate right here. As you can see, there is no strip in the $1 bill. $1 bills don't have strips. But I think it does have a magnetic thing. Let me try that. Yeah, $1 bill has a magnetic thing on George Washington's jacket right here. So if you rub it, you can hear it like you just clearly heard right now. So this machine is pretty useful. I had it, I think I bought it in 2012, I think. And I just found it in my garage somewhere. when I was cleaning out my garage, I found this and a whole bunch of manuals for my old computer games. Yeah, so this is pretty, if you could find one, I don't think it's made anymore. Maybe it's made under a different model. If you are doing some kind of business, it would be good to have something like this if you're handling a lot of cash and stuff like that. Okay, thank you for watching.